Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller and welcome back to some more Pikmin 3! In the previous parts, I crash landed onto this planet and one of the captains, named Alf, was located here in the tropical wilds. Then, he got a signal from one of his colleagues, which is located over here in the Garden of Hope. So in this part, I hope to locate that colleague, and we'll see how things go. I also discovered a species known as Pikmin. I used them to help me locate my ship, so hopefully I can use them to help locate my colleague. So here we are, new area, Garden of Hope. I have 2 days to be able to locate my colleague because I only have 2 days worth of juice supply left. But do not worry. In all seriousness, do not worry. As long as you do something today, and as long as you don't just stand around and wait for the day to end, you should be fine. Brittany should be around here. Something is flashing on my map. Maybe it's her. I'm running out of sustenance. So I hope to find her before it's too late. Yeah, so if you want to, you can check your gamepad to see where Brittany is located. But every time you check the gamepad, the main map screen will be broken, and you really can't check places that you haven't visited yet. So right now, everything's just going to appear to be like a black void. But obviously, if I walk around, it's not a black void. So the more places I explore, the more places that will show up on my gamepad map. It looks like the onion has followed me here. So where are the Pikmin? Well, if you stand under it and you push the A button, you'll be able to call out your Pikmin. For the sake of today, I'm just going to call out all the ones that I had yesterday. There we go. All 21 of my Pikmin, just like yesterday. It'll be nice. Oh, that's right. The data file I found explained all this. The onion is the Pikmin's nest. That's correct. So, anytime you want to get Pikmin, you stand under the onion and you press A. Anytime you want to remove Pikmin and put them back in, you stand under the onion and you press A. I'm going to install an application on the Copad that lets me check the Pikmin status immediately. So yeah. Now, this will be more relevant later, but if you ever want to see how many Pikmin you have, all you got to do is tap that Pikmin icon on the gamepad. Simple as that. Now, you might also notice that at the top of the screen, there is now a sundial. That is basically my timer for the day. I didn't have this on day one because day one was really a tutorial day. And while today will also be a tutorial day, I do have to race against the clock a little bit. So, I have to finish all of my events for today before that sundial at the top moves all the way to the rightmost dot. Also, here is our introduction to enemies. This enemy is known as a Bulborb. You can kill it immediately if you throw Pikmin onto its back. If you don't kill it immediately, your Pikmin will keep attacking it like they're attacking that wall back there until the Bulborb is knocked out. Once it is knocked out, you can have your Pikmin carry it over to the onion. Also, as you can see, this is a glass wall. There's clearly stuff on the other side, but at the moment, I'm going to let you know, do not waste your time. There is currently no way for me to knock down that glass wall. So we'll have to come back to that later. And that's something that you'll see in Pikmin a lot, is there will be an obstacle that you know you can surpass, but you might not have the utilities to surpass it at that moment. So do not bother having your Pikmin attack that glass wall. We'll come back to that later, so let's just do whatever else I can right now. And that's the whole point of this game, just doing as many things as you can, splitting up your Pikmin groups, having them build bridges while you sprout more Pikmin, having your Pikmin knock down walls while you take out enemies, having your Pikmin carry stuff to the onion while you're plucking Pikmin. Just doing whatever you can with your Pikmin arsenal so that you can get as much stuff done in a day as possible. And as I stated in the previous part, you can play this game for as many days as you want, as long as you have enough juice to keep you going. In Pikmin 1, you had to complete the game in 30 days. In Pikmin 2, you can take as many days as you want. In this game, you can take as many days as you want, but it's not infinite. Once Pikmin are done transporting fragments, they will return to the original location of the fragments. Okay, so I kind of already knew this. As my Pikmin construct this bridge, when they're done, they will go back to this location, and I'll use them to help me move onward. So they're not just going to stand over by the finished location. They're going to come back and try to see if there are more fragment pieces they can carry. But I'm going to stop them in their tracks by whistling to them. I'm going to go ahead and pluck these final few Pikmin, and now I have 30 red Pikmin on the field. I have constructed this bridge. It doesn't really seem like there's any other direction I can go, so let's go this way. Here is a big Bulborb. I can hold down Z to lock onto it. I can go around to its back where its mouth won't eat me, and I can have my Pikmin swarm it by shaking the nunchuck. And boom, that was a very successful swarming maneuver. If you just throw your Pikmin at it from its face, it will probably eat your Pikmin. So for certain enemies, you'll want to plan accordingly. You'll want to go behind them and you'll want to attack them that way. Do not throw your Pikmin at that fence. That yellow fence is an electric fence, and if your Pikmin are thrown at it, they will die immediately. So don't even bother. I'm not even going to demonstrate because I do not want to lose any of my Pikmin right now. But do not throw your Pikmin at that fence. We will come back to that at a later point. I promise you. We'll come back to that glass wall at a later point. We'll go back to that electric wall at a later point. And all this water that's on the level will likely serve a purpose at a later point. Okay? Okay. So that little jingle that you just heard means that the day is now 1/4 of the way over. That little sun at the top will progressively move from dot to dot. When it gets to the rightmost dot, the day will have ended and any progress I made will be saved. But if I go and do other things on other days, if I visit other levels, some of my progress might actually be removed. And I'll explain that in greater detail as it comes up. But for the time being, get as much stuff as you can done before the day is over. Also, hey, target acquired. It's Brittany. Oh no, Brittany's just lying there. I hope I'm not too late. I'm pretty sure she's just taking a nap. Pick up, Brittany. Pick up. Please, still be alive. Phew, what a relief. I knew she was just taking a nap. Elf, sorry about that. I was just taking a little nap. So, you're close by? Why wasn't I moving, you ask? Hee, well, you know me. I'm a pretty sound sleeper, even with all these creatures creeping around. Well, I gotta give you credits. You certainly looked like you were not alive. But never mind that. Listen, I discovered what looks like a piece of fruit. It's over there. So this is why I was saying, don't worry about your fruit supply today. But I'm kind of stuck here for the time being. Could you go and check it out for me? Okay. So there you go. Brittany's okay. She'll hang out in there for a little bit. Nothing's really going to harm her. There you go. There's the fruit she was talking about. But how did she see that? It's on the other side of the wall. Wow, it's even bigger than I thought it would be. If this giant thing really is fruit, then we've hit the jackpot. I'd like to analyze it at the Drake. But how do I get it there? Well, if it isn't obvious, we have the power of Pikmin to carry it there. So, just like the fragments, the pellets, the enemies, you can throw your Pikmin onto this and they'll carry it. But notice that the number on top of it isn't red like when I carried anything else. I could just let it go back and let it do its own thing, but just to demonstrate, I'm going to follow it. I don't have to follow it. It's just like carrying an enemy back where stuff will just be done automatically. But I just want to show you guys what will happen with this. So I needed 3 Pikmin to carry it based on the denominator of that fraction. And I have 6 Pikmin carrying it total, based on the numerator. Now, when the number at the top is not red, when it's like whitish, bluish, the Pikmin will not carry it to the onion, they'll carry it to the SS Drake, at which point the Drake will analyze it, and it will be added to what is known as our fruit supply. Oh, the Drake is sending us a message. Yeah, so here is another main mechanic of this game. We learned at the beginning that these explorers came to this planet specifically to locate fruit for food of their home planet. Well, here we go. Now we have fruit, and this one fruit will fill up this entire jar. That means I now have another day's worth of food, meaning I can now play this game for 1 additional day. Large quantities of Pikmin U have been located. This is a seed-bearing fruit, making cultivating on Kopai possible. Well, isn't that just wonderful news? Juice from this fruit is safe for consumption by crew members. So, we have another buffer. We can explore this planet for another day, and whatever we don't drink will go back to our home planet. I'll add a fruit pile to the Copad where we can store the results of our analysis. So there's the final circle on the gamepad. So now at any time you can look at the map, you can look over your data files, you can look over your Pikmin supply, and you can look at your fruit supply. But since I don't know much about plants, I'll ask Brittany to write the reports. She is the botanist after all. Okay, so while I cannot get Brittany at this exact time because she's stuck behind a glass wall, I can collect fruit. And that is perhaps the most important mechanic of this game. Using your Pikmin to collect fruit. In Pikmin 1, you were collecting ship parts. In Pikmin 2, you were collecting treasures. And in Pikmin 3, you are collecting fruits. So, anytime I locate a fruit, in the description of each of these videos, I will mention when I locate it and when I retrieved it. Now, in order to beat this game, You do not need to collect every fruit in this game, but this is a 100% walkthrough, so I will be collecting every single fruit in the game. So that is why I will be labeling them in all of my videos as descriptions. Oh, by the way, here's a new type of enemy. So, this enemy is flying, so I can't just have my Pikmin immediately swarm it. I can lock onto it, and it's not locking on for some reason. Okay, that's not good. I'm just going to have to use the remainder of you to knock you out. So there you can see its health bar is slowly going down. Once that health bar is completely gone, this enemy will explode into nothingness, and it may or may not drop nutrients. But let's just knock it out for the meantime because it's attacking my Pikmin, and that's really, really harmful to my utilities. But hey, in destroying it, I found these guys. Rock Pikmin, huh? Well, if you've seen the promotional videos for Pikmin 3, you've probably seen these guys. But if you're just a random Pikmin fan, you've probably never seen these guys. Are these creatures Pikmin too? Well, I mean, it said Rock Pikmin, so I guess so. They have leaves and bulbs on the top of their heads. And here is the main mechanic of Rock Pikmin. You can call them, and when you throw them, upon impact, they will actually destroy their target, for the most part. In this case, this is a giant crystal. If I keep throwing the Rock Pikmin at the crystal, they will slowly destroy it. They will destroy it more quickly if I throw them at the crystal than if they just randomly run into it and impact it several times. And they are similar to purple Pikmin from Pikmin 2, because in Pikmin 2, the impact of the purple Pikmin would deal a lot of damage, but if they just run up and attack something, whether it's an enemy or a regular old dirt wall, they won't deal much damage. Red Pikmin are stronger when it comes to combat. Rock Pikmin are stronger when it comes to throwing as a projectile. Select the Pikmin you want by pressing C. Cool. And when I want to split them up by type, I'll use the nunchuck shaking to dismiss the squad. So now we have two types of Pikmin. Red Pikmin, whoa! And Rock Pikmin. But watch. Oh, okay. Sorry. That's just the enemy dropping down. So, Red Pikmin and Rock Pikmin are similar. They both carry stuff back to their respective onions. They both can be plucked like regular Pikmin. But, oh, okay. Rock Pikmin are very hard like rocks. Okay. So, Rock Pikmin will carry enemies and nutrients back to their onion, and they'll sprout more Rock Pikmin. You can tell because when they carry something, the number at the top is gray. When Red Pikmin carry something, it'll be red, meaning they're carrying it back to their onion to get Red Pikmin. And when the number at the top of an object is white or bluish, that means it's being carried back to the drake. So for the time being, I have my Rock Pikmin carrying these pellets. I can go ahead and get this data file. Let's see what this has to say. This data file says, new sprouts will be the same color as the Pikmin that retrieved the pellet or the creature. So that's what I just said. Simple as that. So for the remainder of today, I'm going to increase my Rock Pikmin supply because I promise you Rock Pikmin will be very, very, very important in the future. I'm going to save Brittany. I'm going to locate any other fruits I can on this planet and retrieve them back to the drake. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that none of my Pikmin get lost before the sun goes down. So, let's go ahead and keep throwing my Rock Pikmin over here. Simple as this. So, Rock Pikmin are obviously new to Pikmin 3. They were not in Pikmin 2. They were not in Pikmin 1. They weren't even mentioned or referred to in Pikmin 1 or 2. These are a brand new type of Pikmin. However, I do want to bring this up. So, Red Pikmin first appeared in Pikmin 1, which introduced us to all types of Pikmin. And Pikmin 2 introduced two new Pikmin types, which are Purple Pikmin and White Pikmin. And I just want to say now, okay, this probably doesn't matter to anybody who's new to Pikmin, but if you played Pikmin 2, Purple and White Pikmin will not appear in this game, because Purple and White Pikmin can only be sprouted underground in Pikmin 2, and we will not be going underground in this game. We'll be going inside of caves, and we'll be going into places that kind of go below the earth, but we will not be going into the same type of underground areas that Pikmin 2 had, so Purple and White Pikmin are only available in the multiplayer modes of this game. Instead, we'll have different types of Pikmin, like Rock Pikmin. And as you can see, I now have a solution for knocking down that glass wall. And now I can go ahead and get this data file, which says Rock Pikmin inflict extraordinary damage when thrown directly onto an enemy or object. Of course, it's telling me that now, after I've already been showcasing that for a good portion of this video. But there you have it. So now I can go ahead and save Brittany. So I can go ahead and throw these Rock Pikmin over here, just like I was doing. Boom, 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 boom. Like I said, they'll deal more damage when I throw them at something than when they just randomly charge up at the wall like they're doing down below. Whoops, now I'm throwing Red Pikmin. Let me go ahead and... No, I'll just let you guys finish it. Okay, cool. And boom, baby! We have saved Captain Brittany. Glad to see that she's okay. Woo! I can't tell you how happy I am to get out of this place. Yeah, I don't blame you. Being stuck behind a glass wall and not being able to climb over it must be pretty irritating. What's with your entourage there? Well, as you can see, these are my Pikmin. What's that you say? They're called Pikmin? They're cute. But we don't have time for cuteness right now. Look over there, Alfie. What, the data file? I see it. I'll get that in a moment. Oh, there's a fruit over there. Yes. Let's work together and nab that huge piece of fruit. Okay, so welcome to another new mechanic of this game. In this game, you can actually throw your captains onto a higher surface. You can throw Pikmin over to your captain that's on a higher surface, and you can use that other captain to throw your Pikmin onto an even higher surface. So, when I press minus, I can switch between the captains. It's probably going to tell me that. Yeah, press minus to switch leaders. Okay. Doesn't matter which captain gets thrown onto the higher surface because you can press minus to switch between them at any time. Split into 2 squads to manage your workload more effectively. Yeah, so you can just flat out split up your captains in order to get more stuff done throughout the day. But as you can see, I'm now on a higher surface. I can throw my Pikmin up here. I need at least 5 Pikmin to carry this. Well, I have 8 carrying it, and this 9th one is going to just come back to me, I'm hoping. There you go. There you go. New mechanic stuff. So at any point in this game, I can press minus to switch between my leaders, and I can dismiss them and have them go in different directions. Throw teammates to places that can't be reached on foot. Well, that's what I just learned. So I'm kind of glad I got this after Brittany taught me about it, because otherwise that would have been somewhat spoilery, I guess. Anyway, more stuff. So as you can see, these are a special type of enemy that can only be destroyed via rock Pikmin. And you'll see that throughout this game, there will be different types of Pikmin that can be useful for different types of enemies. Some enemies can only be destroyed by rock Pikmin. Some enemies can only be destroyed by red Pikmin. Some enemies can only be destroyed by other types of Pikmin that I haven't discovered yet. Spoilers, but I don't really think it's too much of a spoiler. I mean, I'm playing Pikmin for Pete's sake. You know there's going to be more than just reds and rocks. Rock Pikmin are not immune to electricity, so do not throw them at the electric walls. They are useful for breaking these glass crystal things, and that will be about it for the time being. They're also good for destroying enemies. But otherwise, they serve the same purposes as red Pikmin. They can be used to carry objects, defeat enemies, follow you around, carry nutrients back to their onions. It's a good time. And there's another fruit over here. I almost missed that one. So you guys can go ahead and work on that. I have Pikmin constructing a bridge. Oh, and I got the other fruit back. I got that lemon thing back. But of course, they're not going to call it a lemon. In the description, you can see what it's called. And if you don't want to look at the description, then they'll say what it's called at the end of the video. So do not worry. Right now, my main concern is getting as much stuff as I can done for today, so that when I revisit this level at a later date, possibly even tomorrow, I can just plow through it and make even more progress. So right now, I'm splitting up my captains. I'm going to have Alf hang with the Pikmin crew that's constructing that bridge. I'm going to have Brittany follow this fruit. They're going to take this back over to the Drake, and I want to round up the Pikmin that are now over by the Drake. So we have the Pikmin that carried that lemon, and now we have the Pikmin that are carrying this strawberry. Good, good. Okay. So yeah, for now, just sit back, relax, enjoy the pretty visuals, try to get through my obnoxious commentary, and we'll have a good time. Alright, you guys are done. I heard the alert that said that you guys were done. Let's see what this says. A Bulborb's eyes are its weakest point. That's true if a Bulborb's attacking you, but otherwise I strongly encourage you guys to go around it and attack it that way. Go around its back and then swarm it and hope to prevail that way. Okay, so let's see what else I can do. Oh, I came full circle. I didn't even need to have Brittany do that. Well, okay, I needed to come back over in this area anyway. So we're going to go ahead and wait for the Pikmin to carry that back. Cool. Another fruit obtained. Now let's go ahead and destroy this. We'll get that glass wall in a second. Is there anything else I can do over in this area? I think I've cleared this out. I think I've cleared this up. And I think that I'm missing some Pikmin. So at this point, I'm actually using my gamepad to try and see where everything is. There we go. I'm still missing Pikmin though. So, oh, hang on. The sun will be setting soon. Uh-oh, that means I'm running out of time for the day. Any stray Pikmin will undoubtedly face attacks from nocturnal predators. So, here's another main mechanic of this game. As you can see, this is the radius of the onion. But the Pikmin that are close to the onion should be able to make it back on their own. So, if I don't have a Pikmin called, if I don't whistle to a Pikmin, if they are not within that glowing line radius, they will die. If I do not have a Pikmin under my control, but they are within that radius, they'll be just fine. They'll return to their onion, and I'll see them tomorrow. But I do not know if I have Pikmin that are all in that radius. I'm going to locate them. And there we go. There's the hurry up alert. That means I have about 2 minutes, maybe less, to actually locate my Pikmin and finish up any other tasks that I have for the day. Okay, so there's one over here. I'm glad I came over here. It looks like on my map, a lot of my Pikmin are over by where I first spawned rock Pikmin, which makes sense because they were carrying nutrients. Let's go ahead and have a quick look around. So, I have one... Okay, so that's home base. Okay, sorry, I know it doesn't make sense for you guys to look at this. As you can see, I have plenty of Pikmin over by the rock Pikmin base. So, they're inside that radius. They're fine. I'm going to head over there anyway in case there's a red Pikmin over there because that's the rock Pikmin's base, not the red Pikmin's base. So I do not think that my Pikmin will... I don't think that I'll have a red Pikmin that will survive if it stays over there. So let me go ahead and locate it. Let me go ahead and see if I can find it. I really don't want to lose any Pikmin because they're just left behind. As you can see at the top, I'm only missing one Pikmin. So let me make sure that it's not a red Pikmin over here. Let me see. Hello! Glad to see you guys are doing okay. I'm going to go ahead and pluck these real quickly because, trust me, tomorrow this onion is not going to land over here, but the Pikmin sprouts will stay over there, so may as well pluck them now. Okay, so I have 72 Pikmin on the field. I believe 9 of them are over by home base. Is that what it was? Maybe it's like 8 of them are over by home base and one of them's just sitting around somewhere. Oh, you know what? Okay. Alright. One of them probably got stuck when I was trying to transfer a fruit or when I was trying to construct a bridge. So I'm just going to follow my map on the gamepad, which you guys can't see. I'm sorry, I don't have a gamepad capture device. But I'm just going to follow it. I'm going to locate where my Pikmin is missing, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today. So, let's see if I can do that. There's a Pikmin like right around here, though. Maybe not. Maybe I'm looking at this map all wrong. There you go. There. Alright, you are blending in with your surroundings. Now I see how you're able to survive on this planet for so long. But okay, I got it. Oh, now I've got 10 seconds, but these seconds kind of last longer than the average second. But basically, this is a countdown. When it reaches 0, the day is over. So make sure that you've done everything you wanted to do up to this point. Luckily, I've got all 72 of my Pikmin rounded up. There are plenty of things that I can do tomorrow. There are plenty of things that I will do tomorrow. And I hope that today will be as progressive as today was. And once this timer runs out, the day will be over. I'll fly back into the sky. The Pikmin will automatically go back into their onions. I'll learn about the fruit that I collected. Alf and Brittany will probably chat with each other and make a game plan for tomorrow. And that'll be the process for every day ending in this walkthrough. So these Pikmin will automatically go back. Of course, only my red Pikmin are over here because the rock Pikmin's onion is all the way back inside that cave. But I promise you, as long as you've whistled to them and they're under your control, they'll be fine. We'll see them in a moment. For now, let's lift off of this planet. Just like yesterday, the ending sequence will be the same. As you can see, the enemies are coming by. And this is the time when I'd see if I'd let any Pikmin behind. But those bulwarps didn't eat anything there, so I did not leave any Pikmin behind. And that's good. I don't like leaving Pikmin behind. I'm sure that throughout this walkthrough, I will leave plenty of Pikmin behind. I'm sure that plenty of my Pikmin will die in various ways. But whenever I leave them behind, that's always like the worst type of death for me. Because it's like they know they can survive. They try rushing back to the onions and they just die. Anyway, very interesting. The 2 onions merged into 1. I'll have to make a note of this fantastic behavior. Yeah, so there you go. Now we just have 1 convenient onion as opposed to 2 individual ones. Let's analyze the other one too. So here are the fruits that I've collected today. We'll get to see how many jars they'll fill up. Apparently this lemon is known as a face wrinkler, so in the description I will label it as a face wrinkler. And it fills up 1 full jar. Nice. So that's another day's worth of food. Excellent. Unless it keeps going. Oh yeah, it does. So it fills up 1.5 jars. So anytime I find a lemon or a face wrinkler, it will always fill up 1.5 jars. And we saw before that the Sunseed berry, this strawberry, will always fill up 1 complete jar. So it'll fill up wherever I left off. So there's 1, and then there's half of the next one. So boom. We have 5 full days worth of food. It won't show the half jar. I'll ration out the juice, no extra gulps for anyone. So don't worry, because I have 2 captains now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to go through 2 juice jars. It just means that they're going to split it. Okay? So now I have 4 more days to figure out how to get more fruit and or save Charlie and or just flat out beat the game. If I don't do that, then it's game over. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that so it's not game over. here are my results for the day. So I sprouted 28 Pikmin, or I have 28 rock Pikmin total, 44 red Pikmin total. Did not lose any Pikmin today, collected 3 fruits total, and now I have 4 days worth of food. Simple as that. So I'd say that things are going pretty well so far. But let's see what Alf has to say. Back on board, we ran an analysis on the fruit we retrieved and found it suitable for Kopite's consumption. It looks like there was plenty more where that came from. Reuniting with Brittany, finding this fruit. It's still early, but things seem to be taking a turn for the better. That's the spirit, Alf. Hooray for Pikmin, huh? We'll be fine. Though, as you can probably guess, things won't always be this easy or this dandy. But hey, that wraps up this part of Pikmin 3, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all next time in the next part. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, then please consider checking out one of my other videos. On the screen right now, there are various videos and annotations. If you click on one, you'll be redirected to one of my other videos. I post new content every single day, so there's bound to be something that'll catch your interest. And hey, if you want to continue supporting me, then please subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos and announcements. It's free, and it really helps me out. Also, I have a Twitter account. I usually post announcements there, so if you want to know what my upcoming plans are, then I strongly advise that you check that out as well. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you around in the future. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh!